What's going on, guys? Spot here for Revelations. Yes, the Easter egg hunt is alive. What we did last night, while we were Easter egg hunting, while we were trying to get helmets and stuff like that, we were also trying to get good audio recordings of everything on the map. That includes, round change audio, the lantern wisps audio, the character-specific audio, and included here, specifically, is all the radio audio. Now, I'm not saying necessarily that any of this stuff is going to relate to the Easter egg or to help us get to these first few steps, but you know what, we're tearing down all possibilities. And besides, these radios give us a lot of backstory from a lot of the previous maps, so I'm just going to play them out for you here. I believe we have gotten them all here for you and have transcribed them. If not, please let me know and I will update and bring out another video just finishing off all the radios. Alright guys, so here you go.
It's been 6 weeks since the rest of the Call of the Dead casting crew went missing. Hollywood's lost its fucking mind with this story. An entire production vanishes? Crazy talk. I told you, this is why you don't shoot in Siberia. So with agent on line 1, manager on line 2, I needed to sort this quickly. I'd rather have zombies come for me than an agent. That's real horror. I don't need that. I started going through his research, and good fucking lord, this is a confusing mess. So much shit about time travel, different dimensions. Honestly, I'm not even sure what he's getting into. You can make this stuff up. A mad German scientist, a foul-mouthed American, a drunk Soviet, and a warrior Japanese soldier, all working together? So I started with a simple one. Something about 2 guys named Brock and Gary looking for Arthur. They finished like dead. Figured I'd start there. Next thing I know, I'm in this jungle, and it's hot and humid, and the sky goes black. Like, dark black. I look up. There's an eclipse, and these things start chasing me. Like zombies. Trust me, I know how it sounds. I've been fighting them so long now. I should be dead. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have died, but it just keeps going.
This is Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara. I am transmitting on a secure channel in the most dire of circumstances. The Pentagon is under attack from an unknown enemy. As of this moment, I am safely ensconced inside a janitor's closet. Unfortunately, I fear the President and the VIPs may not have found similar safe haven. From what I have observed, our attackers may be blighted by some kind of sickness. Either that or they're just dirty hippies under the influence of hallucinogenic substances. I can only hope that this message will bring rescue. Until then, please, pray for me.
Our revels are now ended. These are actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits, and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the basest fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself. Yea, all which it inherits shall dissolve, and like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a wrack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made of, and our little lives are rounded with a sleep.
I hope you're receiving this transmission, Peter. If you are not, then all hope is lost. You must know by now that we failed to contain the asylum, that we had to move the experiment here. Location. The numbers will guide you. The giant must remain. At all costs. Repeat, der Ries must. At all costs. The DG2 experiments continue. You'll be our only advantage now. Find Dr. Richtofen and Dr. Maxis. They may know what's going on. The use of element 115 is dangerous at best. I'm not sure if we can continue here. We've lost most of our best. I hope you get this. I hope it hasn't happened there too, but I'm almost out of hope.
Midway, this way of life we're bound upon. I woke to find myself in a dark wood, where the right road was wholly lost and gone. Me, how hard to speak of it. That rude and rough and stubborn forest. The mere breath of memory stirs the old fear in the blood. But when, at last, I stood beneath a steep hillside, which closed that valley's wandering maze, whose dread had pierced me to the heart root deep, then I looked up and saw the morning rays, mantle its shoulder from that planet bright, which guides men's feet all right on all their ways.
Field report. A quiet retort. The mission has all gone south. It's Johnny here. Smokey is near, most likely with meat in his mouth. Been here for ages. I ran out of pages, but now have a mic to record. The mission has failed. McCain must have bailed, and now we must fight off a horde. We came to Verruckt with low ammo and luck, and now Smokey's lost his head. We went down the halls, they bit Smokies Falls, and now he walks with the dead. They call me Banana, I worked at a cabana. I rhyme to keep myself sane. Though Smokey is dead, I'm holding his head, which right now is eating my brain.
So I just sat down with Stanley Ferguson, night guard at Alcatraz. He told me a heck of a tale. A few years back, 4 inmates, 3 mobsters, and some weasel had this brilliant plan to escape the rock. I know, they sound like real geniuses, these guys. Anyway, this weasel was quite the talker. He had these guys convinced they could escape. He told them he could build a plane and that together they'd all fly right off the rock. Now, the weasel had plans and drawings and everything. I saw them. But even if they built it, no way that baby would ever fly. These mobsters, it's lost on me. They were smart guys. I mean, Sal DeLuca? No way you can convince a man of his caliber something so absurd. So I guess at some point the whole sorry truth came out and the weasel found himself cornered. They did him good. Left him bleeding to death on the cold stone roof. They all got the chair for it, and that was that. Sad to think that 3 guys like that could find themselves swinging, all because they bought into the lies of a delusional conman. Anyway, no clue why Mr. Rapp wanted me to meet this Stanley first, but I'm headed to the city now. Something about tracking down 3 doozies and a floozy. Oh yeah, not to mention those artifacts in the South Pacific and Russia. I don't know what that's about. I never even met this guy. Likes to stay to the shadows. Real weirdo. But the money's good.
Red line departing for the waterfront district.
Maybe it'll all make sense when I get there.
Where are they? They should have arrived by now.
Oh, Maxis, you worry too much. In fact, aside from worrying, what do you do these days? As far as I can tell, you just repeat whatever I say in radio messages. No offense, of course. It's important to feel relevant. Big fan of what you do.
Look, they're here.
Well, well, well. Sometimes free will does work out. Look at how he's used it, trying to right wrongs instead of skulking about in the house talking into a microphone.
Put the toys away, children. Make sure the windows are locked before you come down to the basement.
Good call on the windows there, Max. This whole process can get a bit messy.